the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Etienne up the middle, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some room to work. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 14-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now Lawrence.
Complete to Jones. Will be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They'll run with Etienne.
Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 40 yards.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 58 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
From the 31,
Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
On the return, here's Agnew.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
ETN bringing in another one. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jags have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job of trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They run the counter now on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes.
On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick. That's
caught on the left side by Kirk.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. In motion, the tight end. Lawrence on the move to his left. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
All right, you're still at least 30 yards from realistic field goal range. You want to get the ball to the 38, but preferably the 35 or less to give your guy his best shot at putting it through the posts.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mahomes. Finding Kelsey.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A 3rd down gain at 19.
Mahomes to throw it.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Mahomes.
Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home,
Yeah, that my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,